Hey, welcome to an iFanboy Mini.
It's the only press-sized version of the Marvel Comics-sized comic book show iFanboy.
I'm Connor Kilpatrick, and
I'm Ron Richards, and today we want to tell you about a little book called Comic Wars.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a comic book. This is a prose book. See, look.
This is
no pictures,
you
words.
Open to a page with the comic on it. No, but it's a book. It's about comics. For those of you who weren't around in the '90s or might have forgotten,
A lot of people came into the comics in the '90s, so they don't know about all this stuff.
What happened was that Marvel Comics has had an interesting history as a business. It started off as a privately held company, and then I believe in the '80s they went public. And when you go public, you open yourself up to boards of directors and shareholders, more scrutiny. And in the '90s, after the speculator boom ended, Marvel became the fighting point between two tycoons.
Yeah, well, people tried to take it over because Marvel went in the dumps financially.
Yep.
And it was seen as a very lucrative property company. You can get lots of toy money out of it.
Yep.
So Carl Icahn and Ron Perlman, who are two big tycoons.
Not the actor Ron Perlman.
Right, not Hellboy.
A boring financial guy, Ron Perlman.
Married to, what's her name? The
anyway.
blonde actress. Anyway, they tried to, went into a comic war for the company.
Yes, a lot of boardroom, fights and shareholders and hostile takeovers and stuff like that.
So Broadway Books in 2002,
Yep.
came out with Comic Wars, which is basically a recounting of that whole period of time, the fight over Marvel, how it eventually came out. Avi Arad came in the middle of it, and
not to spoil the book for you, but actually, while Marvel had to file for bankruptcy, and for a while it looked like they were in trouble. In my opinion, after reading this whole book,
Yep.
it was probably the best thing that could happen because Avi Arad and who owned Toy Biz was able to wrestle control of the company, and that's led to all the great stuff that we've had recently. Right. Joe Quesada's editor-in-chief, the movies, so.
So if the behind the scenes is the kind of what you're interested in, if you're interested in how the business is run and how Marvel came out of bankruptcy and all that stuff, this is for you. It's not like for a casual. If you're into business and how that works. Yeah. It's not written for a casual fan. It's written very dryly in certain points about business and takeovers and money and stock options and things like that. But it's very interesting if you know the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah, and it's fascinating. I mean, I'm really interested in how the business works and behind the scenes, and I took one business class in college, so I was able to read it, and it was good. And I mean, it's nonfiction. Like we said, it's prose. There's no panels or anything, but it's about these comics, and it's interesting to see how we got to where we are from a historical standpoint. Yep. So if you've read Comic Wars and you want to tell us what you thought, or if you have any questions, you can email us at contact@ifanboy.com.
And you can check out our weekly comic book show, which is a longer form version, at revision3.com/ifanboy. It comes out every Saturday at 1 p.m., and it's available to watch all week.
All week, and the week after that.
And forever.
Yeah.
Into infinity.
And beyond.